loud shout. A thin, frail body was kicked away with one kick, hit the wall, and then fell heavily to the ground.
Chuck.
Suddenly, a wave of unfamiliar memories forcefully invaded my mind.
Narrow-minded. Cannot tolerate the petty thoughts of a concubine. What qualifications do you have to be your main consort?
I am a flower. I accidentally spilled the tea. It has nothing to do with the princess. Don't vent your anger on him.
Calm. Be Bimo.
Shao Zhihua's eyes. A fleeting triumphant smile crossed Shao Zhihua's eyes. I don't want it. Your engagement was granted by the emperor. Without saying a word, he weakly clutched his chest, breathing heavily. He once jumped into the water 10 years ago and saved the critically wounded King Chen. Since then, he gained King Chen's exclusive favor. He also developed a weakness in his heart and lungs, panting when anxious. Ridiculous! Everyone said that Shao Zhihua contributed to saving King Chen. Little did they know that it was Qingyi who saved him. It was solely because he was physically weak. When he fell unconscious, Shao Zhihua rushed in, intentionally getting his clothes wet, lying next to King Chen. It was merely a case of mistaken identity. Zong Zhongchen paused with a blood-stained divorce letter in his hand.
Who was speaking just now?
Ridiculous! Well, he has never really looked at me seriously anyway. Leaving the Chen Prince's mansion, with my remarkable medical skills at my disposal, wide as the sea, the fish leaps, high as the sky. Birds fly, unrestricted, free and easy. I am a marvel of both medicine and poison in the 21st century. This time, Zong Zhongchen suddenly halted. An extremely astonished gaze fell upon Qin Yan.
What did you just say about me being competent?
I couldn't attend to the prince well for 3 months after entering the mansion. I couldn't take care of Sister Xiao either. He is truly unworthy of the title of princess. Voluntarily request a leave. Snort! What is the difference between a man who hits women and scum? Who would want to stay in such a haunted place? Who in their right mind would fall for this domestic abuser? Quick! Write a divorce letter. Quickly write it and don't delay my mother's second chance at happiness. The brush in Zong Zhongken's hand suddenly tightens. 3 black lines pop up on his forehead. He surprisingly hears his heart and inner thoughts. Curse men and their second spring. You, a little brat who hasn't even grown hair. What right do you have to marry me? Who resorted to drugging him in the first place? Forcing him to marry her? Who was the one crying, throwing a tantrum and threatening to hang themselves? Had to marry him. Snot. Now he has succeeded. As if he could just be cast aside now that he succeeded. He managed to sit upright, throw away the brush, tear up the divorce letter.
Since I know I am wrong, then why don't you roll back and reflect in solitude?
Shao Zhihua was taken aback. Just as the divorce letter was about to be completed, it suddenly came to a halt. Qingye was also surprised. If he doesn't stop it, how else could he merrily play around in ancient times? Prince, I am at fault. He rushes over and grabs the man's thigh. Heartbreakingly said. 3 months ago, I drugged you, forcing you to marry me. I have failed in my virtue. And just now, I deliberately spilled hot tea to burn Sister Xiao. I have a narrow and prejudiced mind. A woman filled with petty grudges and calculations like me truly has no face to agree. The position of the princess. Please let the capable occupy it. The dog man is about to get off me. I am from the 21st century. I've lived thousands of years longer than you. You are just a little brat who hasn't even grown a full set of hair. What qualifications do you have to marry me? If I knew 10 years ago, I wouldn't have saved you and let you drown in the water. Zong Zhongchen suddenly grabbed his collar.
What did you just say?
10 years ago, the person who saved him wasn't Zhihua. I am truly ashamed of the position of the princess. I have done wrong. I dare to pull your Qin master's collar. Wait till the day when you, Master Qin, stands up. I'll punch you against the wall, and you won't be able to dodge it. Zong Zhongchen, who heard all of his thoughts, suddenly roared in anger.
Ha 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 ha. It is all acting. So, his previous affection on the outside was all an act. I'd like to see which century this is from. Claiming Hao Qinye of the Grey, closed art, intends to pull me. Roll back.
And throw him aside.
Prince,
I command you to leave.
Is it that little brat that is complaining?
take your dog's head.
Song Zhengchen looked at him, his mouth flattening and weak. While Qingye had already cursed him in her heart, walked out and turned to look at Shao Zhihua by the bedside, but couldn't hear any thoughts.
I could only hear Qinye's Shaoji painting sword.
The concubine hasn't been successful yet. Some concealed weapons. But then calmed down again. Qingye took over the Chen Palace for 3 months, yet still remained virgin.
Chen's heart is with me.
I will eventually attain the position of the princess. Thinking of that, curving my lips gently, walking in small lotus steps, a gentle demeanor slowly circles the man's waist from behind. It is getting late.
Let's rest earlier.
Songzhou ministers are profound in schemes, somehow always recalling Qingye's inner thoughts. If only I knew, I wouldn't have saved you 10 years ago. He suddenly let go of Shao Zhihua's hand.
I remember there's an urgent matter to attend to. Rest soon. I'll come later.
After speaking, he stepped away.
God. Men only slow down my sword drawing.
Shao Zhihua was startled. Hurry up and chase after him. Minister. Prince. Chase him to the door. The man's figure has vanished beyond the yard. What is happening to me? He used to take great care of me. Every request would be granted. Attentive in every way. Tonight is still our wedding night. Heavens.
Pray that God opens his eyes.
Let that scoundrel suffer hard for his sins. No escape from death. No chance of survival. May he end up as a beggar in the future. Like me, tending to pigs and harvesting corn. Opening the study outside, Song Zhengchen exchanged for a new secret guard.
Go investigate the incident of my drowning 10 years ago.
The guard immediately departed upon receiving the orders.
Even at this distance, I can still hear his words.
That cursed woman is at it again.
Princess.
How is the princess? The prince hasn't troubled you, has he? Has concubine Shao been bullying you? What did they call you over for? The maid who served him loyally for 10 years. Who grew up alongside him since childhood. As close as sisters. He shook his head and entered the room. The first thing is to head straight to the dressing table. Grab that palm-sized one, out bronze mirror. Oh, it is so ugly. Why? Princess, please don't look at it again. Well, said, there must be a use for life in this world. You will have your own luck.
Poor miss.
While in the Qingshao mansion, no care from father and mother restless. Subjected to bullying from elder sisters. Married into the Chen prince's mansion. Unable to write about the favor and tranquility. Heavens have no eyes.
When he was young, there seemed to be nothing on his face.
Suddenly, his sharp eyes caught something on the wrist. Shocked to jump 3 feet high. My goodness. Moon was quite startled. Oh, what happened? Your Highness. Golden-fingered Qingye jumped onto the table in disbelief. Roll up your sleeves. Revealed a pair of silver bracelets on the wrist. Yuya exclaimed. Heavens, the prince has a cruel heart. He actually locked you with shackles. This is his treasured heirloom. The Changkung bracelet. The silver bracelet on the left hand is money, containing a 300 square meter dimensional space. It is filled with his laboratory and medical supplies. The silver bracelet on the right hand is Kong, filled with various firearms, ammunition, and rocket launchers. Everything needed is there. Unexpectedly, the Changkung jewel also got transmitted to ancient times with him. He immediately reached the pinnacle of life. From today on, Moon, we no longer need to depend on others. Submit humbly. Being bullied like a dog. Is this still the princess? Or the elegant and gentle princess? Even the princess whose voice is as delicate as water. She hurriedly ran forward to comfort the princess. Calm down. Even if the prince wins, concubine Xiaoxi enters the scene. But you will always be the primary concubine. You are the lady of this mansion. As long as you hold this status, sooner or later, you will be favored.
My top priority is...
To get rid of that abusive man.
Men only slow me down when it comes to drawing my sword.
After all, the princess has gone out for a bit. She seems to have lost her wits.
Seemingly, the princess has gone blind, not even coming to greet anyone.
Princess, dear sister, how do you end up in such a place? Is this really a place for people to live? I'll definitely tell you all about it when I return. You have to share it with me.
What are you here for?
I just entered the mansion yesterday.
I'm here to pay my respects to you, per the rules. I came empty-handed. It was my oversight. Last night was just too late with the prince's activities. I didn't get a proper rest. I momentarily forgot. Sister, I heard you entered the mansion. It's been nearly 3 months, hasn't it? As soon as I entered,
I gained the prince's favor.
but I neglected my sister. I was thoughtless. Sister, so tonight, I will definitely have a good talk with the prince. Oh, now that I've paid my respects, please step aside so I can eat my buns.
Shao Zhihua was stirring again. Why does Qingyi seem a bit off today? But I can't pinpoint what exactly is strange.
Sister, how can you eat such things? It breaks my heart to see you. Why not come to my courtyard for breakfast together?
Saying this, she snatched the bomb from Qingyi's hand, throwing it to the ground like it was trash, even stepping on it. The action felt as though she were stomping on Qingyi's face. A disgusting humiliation. Qingyi fell silent. He doesn't like to stir up trouble. It doesn't mean he can't cause trouble. If others get angry with him, don't even think about getting any benefits. He immediately stood up. Just stood up. Shao Zhihua's body fell weakly to the ground. He exclaimed,
Sister, I care about you kindly. How can you push me?
Talk straight.
just as a shadow appeared quickly outside the courtyard. The woman on the ground was lifted up. Qingyi sneered when he saw this.
This kind of method again. This is all my fault, my lord.
I accidentally pushed my sister down,
Causing harm to your beloved. I am guilty.
Oh, I won't explain any more. Let her go quickly. Song Zhengchen lowered his eyes upon hearing her plea. The lizard echoes.
Jihua seems to always be involved with Qingye. Will something happen?
Shao Zhihua weakly leaned in the man's embrace, urgently pulling the man's sleeve.
This matter has nothing to do with my sister.
I accidentally fell.
Don't blame him.
This kind of whimpering can be done with just a kick. Is there really someone who likes to kick a woman 10 meters away? What do you like? I like him.
I like him.
I like him staying in bed. Brother, I love you.
Song Zhengchen was speechless after hearing all this.
Not afraid of having a son without a butthole.
Song Zhengchen's actions were slightly dull. His hand holding the pen tightened slightly.
If I were sunburned to death, I pushed you on purpose.
Qingyi replied.
I am jealous of Sister Xiao's favor. Not only did I push him, but I also wanted to hit him. Love turns into hate.
But anything can be done.
Since I know it is wrong, then why don't you let me go quickly?
Thank you, Prince.
Then hurry up and go kneel down at Han Fengyuan for self-reflection, until you truly understand and are completely forgiven.
Qingye was puzzled. It's better to change it to kneeling down will suffice. The sun will be out soon. The temperature is very high in the summer. If Qingyi withstands the scorching sun, kneeling for 4 or 5 hours, even if she doesn't die, it would cost half her life. Qingyi gave the man a look.
Previously, she wished to kick him away. Get rid of him! Disdain him! Why stop now? Hamfiat! Despicable man!
He grabbed 2 steamed buns, without even looking at them. He swaggered out.
Wow. What a big sun.
The main courtyard of Hanfeng Palace. Song Zhengchen returned Shao Zhihua's painting and then went back to work. Entering the courtyard, he saw the crooked, kneeling figure. The woman was sitting with her bottom lifted, with one leg bent, supporting her chin. She lazily held a piece of grass in her mouth, very much like a female rogue. She also held a pair of chopsticks.
What are you doing?
She couldn't evade it.
Fry eggs with head held up.
A closer look revealed an egg smashed on the ground. Under the scorching sun, it had already turned a golden brown, and was sizzling as it bubbled.
Are you admitting your mistake?
He's making fun of you.
Even if the prince admits his mistake, people should still eat their fill. I only had 2 bowls of porridge this morning, 9 buns, and a bowl of pickles. I haven't even finished a bowl of tender tofu.
Cakes.
I'm intentionally disrespecting your authority.
To provoke your anger. Go ahead and punish me then.
Zong Zhongken suddenly regained his composure. He walked into the house composedly. Qin Yi gave him a glare.
H.M. Feech, despicable man, you are relaxing in the room. I am going to sunbathe outside. Doing such mean things. Aren't you afraid of giving birth to a son without an asshole?
Zong Zhongchen, the moon paper cutter, moved a bit bluntly. The hand holding the pen tightened slightly.
You'll be roasted to death.
So hot. Huh? Abusive man.
Zong Zhongchen was speechless.
Man, I'll punch your dog head off with 1 punch.
After punching, go climb the tree when it is hot. Jump up in a moment. Jump down in a while and curse loudly. Zong Zhongchen only saw a certain figure, swinging back and forth under his nose. Swaying around, it swayed in such a way that he couldn't focus on his work. Finally, Qin Yi couldn't stand the heat anymore. He ran into the house in tears.
My lord, I miss my mother.
I suddenly remembered the last time I told him that I am going back to visit him today. I want to be a filial and sensible good daughter. I can't go back on my word.
Zong Zhongchen took control of his thoughts properly. Coincidentally, he had something to attend to. Mr. Qin always flickered under his gaze. He couldn't concentrate. So he showed extra mercy.
Then, let's go back.
Whiz. Before he could finish talking, the person vanished in the wind. Not even a word of thanks. This heartless woman.
The 4th sister is back. The Empress's 4th sister is back.
What did she bring back? Qin Yi greeted immediately. For a moment, Qin Yi didn't understand what this meant. It turned out that King Chen's message referred to this matter. Qin Yi then remembered when she got married. Amuro once instructed her to find a way to gain King Chen's favor, and to keep a close eye on King Chen's movements. At any sign of trouble, send the news back to the mansion immediately.
King Chen's whereabouts are uncertain. I've been staying at the theater every day. It has been like this for the past few months. We've met no more than 5 times.
This is pointless.
It would be great if the 4th sister and mother came back.
The 3 of us haven't been together in a long time.
Don't be upset.
The one who married Chen Wang was originally Qin Jiaojiao. But 3 months ago, he accidentally drank a spiked tea, which led to with Chen Wang. Later, Chen Wang had to marry her. That spiked tea was served to him by Qin Jiaojiao.
I heard the 3rd sister is going to be engaged to the Prince of Lei.
To marry Prince Li, she didn't hesitate to drug him, and pushed him towards Chen Wang, which resulted in him being accused of seducing Chen Wang, and being called a despicable scoundrel. The irony is that this person is actually his mother's biological elder sister. You've been married to the Chen Prince's mansion for 3 months, with neither favor nor power, no talent, no useful information, sitting in the position of the Chen Prince's consort, not even fearing others' ridicule. He is embarrassed. Looking at Qin Yi's ugly face, frowning, you must handle one thing well. In order to serve the Qing Prime Minister's mansion, you must gain power, or secure your position. Plus, next month is your sister's wedding date, so try to prepare some dowry for her. The more lavish, the better. He sounded authoritative, more like giving orders.
4th sister, I know the situation is difficult for you. It is because my sister is useless.
Unable to gain father's attention,
Leading to the awkwardness of us, mother and daughters, in an uncomfortable position in the mansion. Ha! Prince. In fact, this is the perfume I deliberately applied to my body.
I want to get your attention like this.
After saying that, he blinked.
In this case, sister, we sisters shouldn't differentiate between you and me. We should unite and work hard, help each other, and fight together, striving for an early day to give our mother a good life. I understand. I have other things to attend to. I'll go back to the Chen Palace first.
The Qing Prime Minister's mansion is devoid of warmth. It is better without it. Would he obediently help us? HMH, he has to help, even if unwilling. He has no say in it. Have I raised him for nothing over the years?
But if I truly knew you were not his biological child...
Prince Chen has won another battle. He truly deserves the title of the Invincible God of War.
Oh, it is just that wicked 4th lady from the Qin family. Tarnish the noble King Chen, I admire and respect. Don't even look at yourself in the mirror. Actually schemed against King Chen. If I see him, I'll smear dung on his face.
I'll put dung in his mouth.
What is trembling? Let's eat.
Princess Chen, please spare me.
What are you afraid I'll do?
Spare me. I know nothing. I wouldn't dare speak of your visit to Qingguan. Just let me go.
What is wrong with me going to Qingguan?
Can that scoundrel take control of me? Get up and serve the master's meal.
Song Zhongchen, passing by outside, strides purposefully. He took 2 steps back. He glanced sideways to see a woman with 1 foot on a chair, clutching the official's collar, looking quite imposing. His expression darkened instantly. This is what he referred to as going back home. Qing Yi had a meal, played for a while, men gossip afterward, strolled down the street. Finally, leisurely carried hands behind my back, like an aged old man, slowly went back to Chenwang Mansion.
Where did you go?
Went back to my parents' home.
Didn't I tell you when cutting out the door?
You are ignorant and deaf. You are a fool.
Zhong Zhongchen's gaze darkened slightly, lifted to the position beside him where their shoulders brushed past each other. Stopped, turned sideways, and leaned over. Ultra-thin lips grazed past his earlobe.
You smell so nice.
Qing Yijing's body stiffened. In the moment, the thin lips brushed against her earlobe. It felt like an electric current ran through her body. The numbness almost made her stumble.
This jerk! A man without a chance randomly approaches me. Is he indiscriminate in his pursuits?
Even still trying to figure out a man's intentions. How adorable.
Born every day.
Is the princess naturally endowed with this cheap cosmetic scent?
I always feel like there is something more to this man's words. Could it be that he has discovered something? In ancient times, married women wooing younger men. Looks like I am being dragged into a trap. His eyes rolled around. Suddenly, she hugged the man's arm and looked up.
Oh, my lord. Actually, this is the scent I purposely applied on my body.
I wanted to get your attention this way.
After speaking, she blinked her eyes, sounding all pouty. Her sultry red lips puckered up, accompanied by a soft smacking sound. Ah, a little intense.
We've been married for over 3 months now. I can't bear the lonely nights in the empty room, so I thought of some mischievous ideas to vie for your favor. Aside from being mildly attractive, what other qualities does he have? Besides being taller, with my wealth, I could crush someone. My expertise in medical skills is unparalleled. I can heal the dead to the bone. I thrive, no matter where I go.
Why hang myself on Chen Wang's tree and die?
He carries gold coins in his pocket. A life of daily strolling in manners. Isn't he appealing?
Zhong Zhongchen clenches his fist upon hearing all her inner thoughts. He suppresses the urge to strangle the woman to death, and orders the steward to sever all ties of resentment. See where he gets the money from. Just scold him. Don't keep doing things that offend him.
Princess, this is to blame me for neglecting you.
Just hung.
You hung me out for 3 months without resting me, and didn't spoil me, wasting my youth. My prime years are not to be wasted. He
is a dog. Qing Yi affectionately hugs his arm. He deceptively turns his right face with a birthmark in the eyes of that man. Then she gives him a flirtatious look, with a coquettish demeanor, pretending sweetly with her voice.
My lord,
I am just an ordinary woman.
I also hope for my husband's affection. Children should be filial. I also dream of a life of taking care of my husband and children.
He uses her body as she speaks, rubbing her face against his ugly birthmark. Facing the man's seductive lips, plays coquettish sounds, even making kissing sounds.
Oh, a bit too racy.
Zhong Zhongchen is about to push her away, when he suddenly hears him curse inwardly.
Men despise me. Why not just get rid of me?
His eyes darken suddenly. The hand that was meant to push away now holds his wrist.
In that case, then, the princess shall stay with me tonight.
What?
Is the princess too happy?
I am happy for you.
Xiao Jihua, with a soft body. Don't just want me who is ugly and shameless. Could this dog man be blind? I dare to use such a heavy taste. Dogs have shit that doesn't eat. He is so good that he is more edible than a dog. Really true.
Happiness comes too suddenly. I was stunned.
I am going back to take a shower. In order to better serve the prince.
After saying that, he ran away. Just after rushing out half a step, the collar was grabbed by a big palm.
It doesn't matter that I like the original flavor.
I'll go.
Such a heavy taste. How could he find an opportunity to run away if he doesn't let him take a shower? There was no time to think about the man getting close to him. He let up a step back in panic. He fell on the rockery stone. The man stretched his hands on his side, just to wrap the person in your arms.
The prince appears.
I was sweating all day after I went out.
I don't mind.
I didn't brush my teeth.
It is okay.
I still have body odor. I fart, I have hemorrhoids. I still have Hong Kong feet.
Before, Fei Wang was still complaining that I had neglected you. I want to compensate you when I want to make up for it. But you don't want to seize the opportunity well? Could it be that I want to stay in the cold yard all my life?
Once upon a time, he had been very careful to treat him well. He never looked at it, extremely disgusted with him if he continues to keep licking his dog's heart. The rest is just around the corner. Thinking of this, he smiled, bringing his hands around the man's strong waist. A mute laughed.
I am not worried. Will it leave a bad experience for the prince? It is affecting the prince's mood.
Start to display a licking dog disposition.
You are so outstanding, your highness, so cold and rich, powerful and charming. So aloof, wealthy, powerful and charming. No woman can resist your allure.
I am so happy to be with you.
Tears of joy welled up in my eyes. I can't even stand this pretentious talk myself. Enough. You.
Well, in that case.
In that case, this king should better satisfy the princess.
Suddenly, picking him up horizontally, he strode towards the cold wind courtyard. Qingye was shocked and jumped.
I really don't want this.
Your highness, you are so powerful. You are a beast without discrimination. Xiao Jihua, you meanie, have you heard my cry for help? Hurry up and take your man away.
The man rushed into the cold wind courtyard. He kicked the door open with his foot. Qingye saw the bed so close at hand. My mind went blank, feeling despair.
Your highness, something's wrong.
The concubine has fainted. Upon hearing this, Zhang Zhengshen paused for a moment in his actions. Then he loosened his grip on her arm. He rushed off with the maid.
Miss, why have you come back now?
I want to leave this place. I want to leave this wretched place of Chen Wang's mansion. I can't bear to stay a moment longer.
Miss, aren't you most in love with His Highness Chen?
Humph, love. Love him for 3 days, then scold me. Beat me up for 5 days. With money, what kind of life can't you live? What life can't be enjoyed?
He flicked his wrist and had a thought. He took out a wad of RMB from the Changkung bracelet.
It is just money after all.
He piled the money on the table, as though tossing bricks.
I lack nothing. The thing we lack the least is money. Yulia, please pack your things quickly. I'll go out to check the route.
Let's leave tonight, miss.
Miss Kent. Miss, what has been going on recently? Miss, could you have been possessed by a ghost? Her money was stuffed into the stove by Yor, burned in large batches.
What are you doing? Miss, I am making a fire to cook you a late night snack. You used to eat something at night. All my billions of wealth.
Miss,
Silver vouchers and servants are all well kept in the drawer. They're not cold.
isn't this thing paper for starting a fire?
Forget the differences in currency between past and present. Maybe it was money he painstakingly earned.
Why is my fate so bitter?
God, in my past life, I saved lives and helped the wounded. I shed blood and tears for the medical field. Why do you punish me like this?
Miss, the painful days will eventually pass.
Behind every dark cloud is a rainbow.
I'll accompany you. You wouldn't understand.
He sighed weakly. To vent his grievances, he took a Sumona overnight and blew east wind break on the roof.
I'll let you take it. making you worry and delaying your work.
Xihua, I will definitely find a cure for you. Over these years, because I made you suffer.
Number?
If it weren't for Huir who saved the prince, I wouldn't have a connection with the prince now.
The teacher's child has weak bones, making the prince worry in vain. It burdened the prince.
Just then, a sharp sound suddenly came from the roof. A piercing, intense, sudden sound of Sona. It sounded like thunder breaking through the sky. Shao Zhihua was so scared she couldn't catch her breath. My neck tilted and I fainted. Song Zhangchen's face turned dark. He immediately grabbed the door and left. Flying up to the roof, I saw a woman puffing her cheeks, dancing and playing affectionately.
Qingye Zihua, isn't that ill yet? Are you in such a hurry to send him away?
As soon as the Sona sounds, the white cloth is straight. All mentioned guests are waiting for the meal. His body straightened, hands extended, lying down in the coffin, buried in the mountain.
Is there a rule in the Chenwang mansion that prohibits playing the Suona?
At a time like this, one should be sleeping. And you are playing the Suna.
Who says you can't at this late hour? Should be sleeping instead of playing the Suona.
At a time like this, one should be sleeping. But you ran to Jihua's roof and played a lament. What is your intention?
Who says you can't sleep at this late hour? Running to the roof to blow Dongfang to express your sorrow and sadness.
This sharp, tongued woman died in shock. Would he be sad? Perhaps he had been secretly rejoicing in his heart.
He walked over quickly, grabbing his Sona.
Isn't this a bit small?
Here, have it.
Qingyi quickly turned and ran away. Before running off, she made sure to snatch her Suona back. And in passing, she gave the man a push. But her hand hit the man's chest, causing the man to stagger. Taking 2 staggering steps back, a mouthful of black blood instantly overflowed from Jimin's mouth. Master, the hidden guard Han Feng swiftly arrived and quickly supported the man.
The poison is taking effect.
Could that ugly woman be a spy sent by the prince?
This woman is quite intriguing. Release the news and say that my king was seriously injured during the battle. Now his life is in danger.
Ah,
That has his billions of properties.
Miss, the sun is already burning her butt. You can't get up.
Qingyi raised his red blood-stained eyes, looking at the moon with deep resentment. If this girl hadn't been young, she would have been loyal to him. Never leave. He designated to break his dog's head.
According to the rules of the mansion,
my lady has at least 4 quilts.
Why did I only send a thin quilt?
it is about to get colder. Tell us how to spend the winter.
Throw a bone for the dog! Dogs bark. 感谢我给你们送东西. It is not even as good as a beast.
Butler, are you trying to force my lady to death? Snart.
You are not afraid that I will sue you in front of the prince.
Yuya, you have to recognize the reality. The princess is not favored. It is untenable in the palace. Everyone went to please concubine Xiao Seiyi. I can also come here in person to pay the princess the moon silver. The princess should thank me.
Yue was so angry that she couldn't control herself. He rushed up.
Take my lady's moon silver.
You dare to commit crimes.
The housekeeper shouted fiercely, holding Yue, her thin elbow. Raise your palm high, just as it was about to fall. My forehead hurt suddenly. Something hit the head heavily. It hurt so much. I looked down at a gold brick. Haven't reacted yet. Another piece flew over and smashed on his wrist. Almost smashed the bones. Also let go of the one in his hand. Miss Yoya.
The one who dares to touch me, I will kill you with gold!
3 bricks down, smashed. The butler's forehead cracked. My wrist fractured, and my waist even flashed. Fell sitting on the ground, clutching his waist, groaning in pain. But the next moment, he endured the pain. Immediately picked up a gold brick.
Beat it hard.
It is so heavy, hurts the teeth. And there are 3 concubines richer than the prince.
The butler's eyes lit up with stars. Suddenly, his waist no longer hurt. The decades-long arthritis in his leg stopped aching. Miraculous. Kneeling like a dog before the princess, smiling flatteringly.
It is the old slave who wears makeup but is ignorant. From now on, the princess will tell the old slave what to do, and the old slave will do it. The old slave wants to be the princess's lackey.
Hey, apologize to my Yuer.
Oh, Miss Yuer, I offended you just now. I am sincerely sorry. Please take this. This is the princess's monthly stipend. Consider this my apology to you.
Get lost.
Yes.
The housekeeper raised himself. He is about to roll when lying down. Qingyi suddenly had a bright idea. Come back and hook your little finger. The housekeeper immediately approached eagerly, smartly listening with ears perked.
I'll ask you, what does the prince hate the most?
The prince hates people who chew noisily, dislikes eating chives, and doesn't like things in red and green. And he despises anyone farting in front of him.
What else about farting?
And also, the sound of ham. The prince detests people spitting when talking. He also dislikes those who don't use the bathroom for 3 days. And he is not fond of you.
You are very honest.
The butler's scalp tightened. Immediately, change your tune.
What the prince abhors the most is people who are two-faced.
This?
Butler, you've done me a great favor. Rest assured, as long as I am in Chenwang Mansion for a day, you can't be given power.
But I can bury you with gold.
The old servant will surely serve Miss Wang with all his heart and soul.
This gold brick. He took it. He is... This wealth is external. Don't worry. You prepare paper and pen for me immediately. The sooner, the better.
Luckily, he was clever before. Planning and storing the money earned. Some on bank cards, some in cash, and most of the rest was used to buy gold bars to build walls. So he had enough gold bricks to build a wall. This person is really his lady.
This thief is so sinister. He must be exposed and severely punished.
The concubine does not know. Someone betrayed military secrets in this battle, leading to the prince being ambushed, nearly resulting in the annihilation of the entire army, which also caused him severe internal injuries, which have yet to fully recover.
So bold to betray King Chen. The crime of betraying the nation should be punished.
In the flower bed and grass pile, there hides a small head. That head pokes out. According to Qingyi's plan, it should be ready in about 2 or 3 hours, but did not expect to sit with Xiao Seifei from morning till night, continuously serving King Chen, even wanting to serve him in bed at night.
It's getting late. Jihua has been busy all day. Go back and rest early.
Shao Zhihua didn't want to leave. He has been in the palace for 3 days, but still couldn't get the prince's favor. If this is said, others will laugh.
I am coughing.
After a few caring words, he obediently and sensibly stepped back.
Princess Juzi is indeed an undercover agent. He lurked outside for a whole day. He colluded with the servants in the mansion, sent out intelligence.
He took a letter out from his sleeve and handed it over with both hands. The letter paper was filled with crooked brushstrokes. The characters looked as if they were scratched by chicken claws, all crooked and twisted.
The content described King Chen's illness today. He is in a furious mood. He had shredded potatoes after 5 bowls of rice, mild on salt, heavy on punishment, frightening, and steamed fish on the second bite. Too oily to be angry. He personally cooked in an iron pot.
Zong Zhongchen suddenly burst into laughter.
King Chen held the beauty in his arms without moving, ignoring any clue.
The man's mouth curve suddenly retracted.
Although he may be violent by nature, he is quite good looking, as investigated by Wumi. He has a dark mole on his left buttock.
Han Feng stood by, watching his master, sometimes chuckled, at times deep in thought, others raising eyebrows, deep down, wondering what was written in the letter.
Let the princess come to serve.
Han Feng greeted respectfully. Isn't the prince least fond of the princess? Just married 3 months ago, never summoned, and now this unusual behavior. Could it be that he was poisoned to the brain? Qingye, who was pulled up from bed 2/4 of an hour later, came over sluggishly, holding a pillow in her hands, her embroidered shoes dragging on the floor. Still half asleep, Those eyes, staring like a man. Wish I could strangle the person alive.
Disturbing dreams.
Dogman!
Zong, the righteous minister, raised his eyes when he heard his voice.
This king is injured. Concubine Xiaosei has been attending to me all day. The princess will have to take care of me at night.
With so many servants at your disposal, you don't call on them. And yet you choose to bother me. I don't want to sleep, you know. He thinks he is the emperor. Thinking everyone wants to fawn over him and serve him. It is only natural. Being able to serve the prince. It is a blessing I've cultivated for 8 lifetimes.
If the princess is so enlightened, then go ahead and perform well.
I'll show your sister.
I am here to give His Highness the medicine.
This man was still lively and vigorous yesterday. Now he is feigning weakness for sure. I picked up the medicine bowl and grabbed his wrist. When I tried to help him sit up, my fingertips inadvertently touched his pulse.
Poison! Is poison! Something's wrong with his body. This poison sealing throat grass and life-taking fruit soul has scattered. These 3 poisons are mixed together, regardless of which poison, all are deadly. He hasn't died yet.
When Zong Zhengken heard him, he was even more shocked. He can steal.
I'll deliberately not save you.
You are making men ascend to heaven.
My heart danced with joy inside.
The king is unwell. The princess seems quite happy.
This is a smile of joy at being able to serve you personally.
So happy that she wants to serve me in the coffin.
Oh, the prince is being too courteous. We're a couple who will be together until old age. You will die one day. Don't I have to help you collect the corpse? Oh, you are welcome.
Zhong Chen almost didn't catch his breath in one breath, almost poisoning and vomiting blood, holding a small transparent glass bottle in his hand. This is a new type of medicine he studied. Can neutralize its poison. Naturally, it can also neutralize the poison on King Shen's body. But he doesn't want to give it. Whistling, shaking his legs appropriately, he pulled out the sona from behind his butt.
Don't blow.
Afraid the prince will be bored lying down all day.
He smiled and casually took some man's life-saving medicine. Threw it out of the window rather than save him. He didn't save him, and Zong Zhengken looked at the transparent bottle. The liquid, light green, was thrown out of the window, fell into the flower bushes and vanished. His eyes darkened.
Is this the antidote? Or was it concocted by him? What is his relationship with the murderer? He married into the Chen Palace, by any means, but disregarded my king's life and death. You can pass a secret message to the Qin Zuoji, but did not reveal crucial information about the Chen Palace. Now, you still want to divorce. What is his purpose?
The sona sounds. 3 black lines popped out from the man's forehead.
Shut up!
Qin Yi pretended not to hear, played a requiem for him in advance. Zong Zhengchen wanted to jump up and strangle someone, but worried about exposure, had no choice but to lie stiffly on the bed, listening to the harsh sound of the sona, clenching his fists tightly, the blue veins on the back of his hand pulsating. Outside in the cold courtyard, people heard the sound of the sona. Everyone shivered. Cry to the heavens.
The prince banged. Prince, you died such a miserable death.
Ha 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 ha. You have sacrificed heart and soul for the nation and the people in your life. It may not be that an early marriage doesn't go well. Now, dying young.
Ha ha. You haven't left any offspring. None have remained.
Zong Zhengken hears the cry outside, as if irritated to the extreme. Extreme anger will surely rebound. Now, there is no expression on the face. Pull out a telescope from behind the rear. Examining the surroundings outside, Zong Zhengken has already calmed down, has Xiao safely waited on properly.
Is he hungry? Is he in pain? Get up. Is there discomfort and pain? Blow, blow, and whine.
You also attend to him.
Has this man's poison acted up? Is he going to die? Has he ascended to heaven? Before ascending to heaven, you must tell me the truth. Oh, there is still a bright future ahead. Countless handsome men waiting in line for me.
What are the 2 black things the princess is holding?
A telescope.
What is a telescope?
Oh, there is a servant girl smearing honey on a slab. Are they trying to harm someone? Prince, you must take good care. This palace of yours? There are actually people under your nose. engaging in bribery. Damn! Someone is having an affair. All the clothes are off. They're about to engage in a battle.
3 black lines popped out on his forehead. I couldn't help but sit up. I saw the woman on the windowsill scream, fleeing like they've seen a ghost. They immediately buried their head into the covers. Glancing up, they saw a sharp gauze chair facing in from outside the window. With a swift motion, a black figure wielding a sword shot directly inside through the lattice, 双剪剪飞. Streaming indirectly from the window. Zhong Zhongchen immediately pulled the quilt to conceal his feelings. He then swung his arm and brandished a sharp weapon. He lifted his head and quickly left. His eyes faced an invisible haze of gunpowder. The battlefield unfolded at once. 2 figures, one dressed in black and the other in ink, became intertwined. A flurry of sword shadows dazzled the eyes. This was his first time witnessing an ancient duel. I can't believe it. This isn't like the television shows at all. He saw a man who was once on the brink of death. Now he resembled a fierce lion. The assassin aimed to launch a powerful attack. Before he could launch, the man kicked with his size 42 foot. Kicking the assassin's hefty face measured at size 56. The assassin spat out blood and sensed danger. He quickly pulled a smoke bomb from his robe. He threw it on the ground and turned to flee. Zhong Zhongchen dashed to the window.
A cold wind blew.
The cold wind followed swiftly. But the smoke obscured everything. Choking for 2 seconds, the assassin had already scaled the wall. He leaped onto a tree and jumped away. At that very moment, a thunderous sound echoed in the sky. The assassin shuddered violently. It was as if he had taken a heavy blow. He fell straight to the ground. Han Feng immediately pursued him. He flipped over the assassin's body. There was a bloody hole oozing from his thigh. He fainted from the pain.
Master! Look at this!
What kind of hidden weapon caused this injury? Sunday Junkin examined the wound through the blood. It was round and deep. It appeared to be inflicted by a round projectile. Its depth could only have been achieved with a profound internal force. Only then could one penetrate the world of martial arts. Yet, I have never heard of using beads as a hidden weapon. A true master.
Look at those beads!
Song Zhengken turned around. A slender figure, illuminated by moonlight, stood on the roof. He propped his leg as he took a puff of smoke, and slung that long, dark tube-like object across his shoulders. Several beggars leaped down.
Oh, thank you. Answers.
The cold wind stirred. The assassin was brought down by the queen. How is that even possible?
What is this?
98K.
Zhong Zhongchen and Han Feng exchanged greetings. Unheard of. Unseen. He squinted at both of them, with a gaze as if looking at stray dogs.
A gun. This is a gun.
Still so sharp and cunning. A person both powerful and capable. Why does this kid Chen Wang get the better deal?
What is a gun? Han Fa.
Qin was too lazy to explain. He blew on the muzzle of the 98K, then turned and left. When the man lay on the bed, appearing soft and fragile, it turns out it was all an act, full of vitality in a fight, in high spirits. So he ended up serving all night for nothing. Oh, let's go back to sleep.
Hey.
Qin Yi turned around. The dark hole pointed at the man, cursing impatiently.
Stop the nonsense. Ask again, and I'll beat you to death.
Stop with the divorce talk. There is still a lot of nonsense. He left dominantly with the gun. The servants stood in place, somewhat disoriented in the wind, finding it hard to come to their senses for a while. The queen has changed.
Could it be that Princess Chu Si is being impersonated?
Song Zhongken's eyes were dark as night. He was deeply pensive, and suddenly he could hear Qin Yi's thoughts. He was not the prince's spy, but hails from a place called the 21st century. What on earth is that place? What was his purpose for coming here? His arrival felt like an unsolvable puzzle. An aura of mystery surrounded him completely. That strange and enigmatic presence made him want to draw closer. Desperate to understand, he yearned to peel away the layers of fog, to discover his true self.
Fixated on him.
I was suddenly drawn to the flower bed outside the window. It reminded me of the bottle of medicine Qin Yi had discarded earlier, so I walked over to check it out. After a few searches, I finally held it in my hand.
Haiyin.
As the words left his mouth, a cool woman appeared. She bowed her head respectfully and offered her regards.
Take this item away. I need to study it. I want to know its properties and effects by tomorrow.
Ningfan is dead. Amidst the hustle, people were crying while moving belongings. When I saw the man stepping out, I was so startled that the money in my hand flew away.
No, but didn't you die, my prince?
How could he not know? Did he die after just one night's sleep?
An assassin has attacked! It is a situation of extreme danger. In a split second of life and death, he stood firm with a sword in hand. He was overwhelming, displaying unmatched bravery. He excelled in both civil and military affairs, fearless in the face of challenges. In the end, he succumbed to the assassin's blade.
I never expected this brave prince, the undefeated god of war on the battlefield, to fall in the hands of an unknown assassin.
My prince, you are so pitiful. Oh, my prince.
Your eyes will not close in death.
So, it turns out, this woman was spreading falsehoods. Calmness signifies tranquility. To achieve calmness, forget about calmness. Qinyi.
Qinyi smartly looked up and spotted a man rushing toward her. A man radiating a strong murderous aura. The moment the skin tightened, he bolted. Even the maids were so startled, they fled. Zong Zhongchen swiftly approached the woman, but the woman just lowered her head. Like a loach, she slipped through his fingers. Before escaping, she playfully patted her backside at him, to flaunt her defiance.
Emotions surged. His breath became chaotic. 3 types of toxins flared up at once. He nearly succumbed to the poison from rage. Look, man, if you have the guts, go ahead and abandon me. Otherwise, the Chen Mansion will never know peace again.
Prince,
Your Highness heard from Bao Yu about the situation in the mansion. He rushed over without even eating. Sister, how could he treat you like this? As the saying goes, a day as husband and wife is 100 days of kindness.
No matter what, he can't wish you dead.
Why has Hua come?
Hua is worried about your mischievous sister. Prince, why not take a seat in the flower garden?
Hua will make you some light soup to cool you down.
Since you are not feeling well, you should avoid those rough tasks.
Prince, Hua.
The princess will also attend tomorrow's celebration banquet.
after saying that, he left. He intended to use his frail appearance to win the prince's affection. Little did he know, the prince's affection was overwhelming.
How is that? Oh, it is nothing. It feels like I am so unfamiliar. Yuya, you are still very young. You don't yet understand the cruelty of the world. No one stays the same forever. When you were 5, you loved playing with bamboo dragonflies. Would you still like them when you are 15? Did you see? This is not Tai Chi. What kind of poison is this?
Princess, the prince wants you to accompany him to the palace for a banquet tomorrow night.
The young lady's eyes are finally open to the prince. Ever since you entered, you have been neglected for over 3 months. The prince must have come to his senses. He has finally realized your worth. I won't go. I heard that disobeying the prince's orders could result in a light punishment. And worse, well, I absolutely adore the opulence of the palace. It is such a grand place. Hurry and help me prepare my clothes. I'm planning to air them out tomorrow.
What about the eyes of the dog?
His Highness Chen has won yet another battle, truly deserving of the title, the undefeated god of war.
Alas, this makes me want to cry. We are so high and mighty.
Pandering to his Highness Chen,
How did he end up with the 4th lady of the Qin family? That ugly pig took him away. I am filled with anger and indignation. I am furious, questioning the heavens about this unfairness.
Is the princess not here yet?
I am here.
there was a thunderous sound in the sky. Qin Yi made a stunning entrance. The cold wind swept through as the doormen turned their heads. In that moment, it felt like thunder wrapped around me. They stood frozen in place at that moment, crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. He could swallow eggs whole. Suddenly, a huge red and green butterfly appeared, flying out of the mansion. With exaggerated makeup, the blush on her cheeks was almost blood red. Her long eyelashes looked like thick sausages. And there were 2 swaying long tentacles sticking out from her mouth. When Zong Zhangken saw this, he nearly ascended into the heavens instead of me.
In order to enter the palace for the banquet, I meticulously dressed up for an hour and a half. How could I let all my hard work go to waste?
Here's my plan.
I will accompany you into the palace. The civil and military officials present were the performance witnessed. They secretly whispered behind the scenes, criticizing King Chen for his poor judgment. King Chen is truly pitiful. How could King Chen endure this? He resembles a ninja turtle so much.
And what about me then?
In a fit of rage, the Ninja Turtle King granted me a divorce letter.
Zong Zhangchen, who heard him, felt his forehead throb. Ninja turtle. He had to suppress the urge to slap and strangle this woman. He roughly yanked her onto the carriage. He pulled the 2 long strands off her head. He harshly wiped the lipstick off her mouth.
What are you doing? That is my makeup.
Beast! You still have my clothes.
Upon closer inspection, the carriage was actually shaking. As they yelled, they shook it. The 2 guards at the gate were startled to witness this scene. The prince has quite an outlandish taste. What a true brave man.
His Highness, King Chen of the palace.
This lowly official has met His Highness King Chen.
Down.
He pretended to be jostled by the person behind him. He kicked forward and lunged toward the man. Just as he was about to fall into the man's embrace, he was shoved away by a strong force.
Who dares to approach him?
How disgusting. I saw a woman dressed in garish red and green. It was quite tacky. Her face was dirty with blotches, and she had ugly birthmarks. She shouldn't even look at herself in the mirror. Looking like that, she still has the nerve to show herself in public.
What a waste. Just now, she simply sprained her ankle by accident. You are hurting the person you pushed.
Qin Ye, ignoring her, directly took Zong Zhangken's hand. In a bold tone, she declared that the ownership isn't just yours.
As long as it is any woman other than me, you can't get close to him. Tighten your hides.
Everyone listened to these words with disbelief. I was taken aback and couldn't help but laugh. In less than 3 seconds, King Chen would surely push Qin Yi away forcefully and humiliate her in front of everyone, leaving her utterly shamed. The humiliation was unbearable.
The wretched man found it disgusting. I won't let him push me away. I want to make you look foolish, to leave you without any dignity, to make you lose face before the civil and military officials, and disgrace you in front of the entire Dongling Kingdom. So you regret marrying me.
King Chen raised his hand, ready to land on Qin Yi's waist, to pull her into his embrace. He glanced at everyone coldly. His tone grew colder.
This king already has a wife. Next time, if another indiscreet person approaches, don't blame me for my lack of mercy.
How could the reality be so different from his imagination? Could this man be out of his mind? Zong Zhangchen held her slender waist, walking steadily with his gaze fixed ahead.
The princess doesn't need to look at me with such adoration. Are you looking at me?
Oh, is this what you call admiration? I truly wish I could take your eyes out.
The food in the palace is definitely better than that in King Chen's mansion. Many people were whispering around.
Look at her.
She is the ugly woman from the Qin family, the princess of King Chen. At my age now, I've never seen such an ugly woman.
Oh, she actually has the nerve to attend the banquet, not even wearing a veil. Look at her eating like that. What else can she do besides eat?
If I were that ugly, I would have been so ashamed that I'd find a piece of tofu to end it all.
The emperor has arrived, and so has the prince.
They approached the highest throne. Everyone bowed in greeting. After the ceremony, I took my seat. The emperor was the first to speak.
2 months ago, the Huns at the border had been launching frequent invasions. The people in the frontier were struggling to survive. They found no peace until King Chen sent his troops. It only took him a little over a month. He managed to pacify the Huns. He protected the people. This resolved a significant concern of mine. All the men of Dongling should be as brave, wise, and responsible as King Chen. They should share the burdens of the nation.
King Chenping,
A model of Wudang.
my 7th brother has won another impressive victory. Upon his triumphant return, I couldn't help but feel a bit ashamed as his elder brother.
You give me too much credit, elder brother.
I've heard that my seventh brother was seriously injured in this battle. He is still not fully healed. There is a highly skilled physician in this palace. After the celebration banquet, I'll have him come to check on you.
No need. King Chen. He is as healthy as a horse. He can easily run 10 miles in one breath. This kind of poison is nothing to him. A good man. I'm just trying to help you out here. If you have a conscience, then give me a divorce letter.
Haha. I see what Princess Chen is saying. Looks like you two have a good relationship.
If the relationship wasn't good, would I even be here at this banquet? Just look at this outfit I am wearing. It was personally chosen for me by His Highness Chen.
Don't slander me. These garish red and green clothes, and this heavy makeup. Lips like sausages. How could I have such terrible taste? Princess, please tone it down a bit.
I can't exactly keep a low profile with the Emperor around. His Majesty favors only me, and he personally selects clothes for me. But this dress is truly ugly. I wonder if it is a minister or the king. When, in battle, on the battlefield, they might have gotten blinded. Oh dear.
This ugly woman will be favored. What a daydream.
Princess Chen's attire today is perfect for dancing. It seems like she plans to perform at the celebration banquet. Let's have her dance for Prince Chen.
A celebration banquet to honor the fallen soldiers. Singing and dancing in peace. That doesn't seem quite appropriate, does it?
Qin Yi was taken aback. He was actually speaking up for her. What's with the change in your attitude today? There must be a plot at play.
The seventh brother has won a victory. Defending the homeland. The soldiers' sacrifices were worth it. If the country is at peace, then we cannot sing and dance just for enjoyment. Shall we remain forever in sorrow and remembrance? Yet, you've married 2 women in 3 months. Isn't that a bit inappropriate? To celebrate such joyful events during a time of remembrance, isn't that more disrespectful to the spirits of the deceased?
This prince does possess a noble countenance, though his lips are rather thin, with slightly upturned eyes. He appears rather mean-spirited. He seems to be a troublemaker. Song Zhengken wished he could just silence him.
Song Zhengchen was left speechless. In his mind, the woman's voice kept swirling. Sometimes it made him think.
Damn him!
You hypocrite. Just put an end to him.
Hey!
The capital is too peaceful. Brother, let's go to battle before making any statements.
You've worked hard on this trip, seventh brother. Let's have Princess Chen perform a dance. Let her lift everyone's spirits.
My woman can only dance for me.
Who would have thought that the dogman would defend my uncle? I'm the only one allowed to bully dogmen. The prince is so pushy. I am not someone to be easily intimidated.
King immediately slammed the table and stood up.
I think the crown princess is dressed beautifully too. How about letting the crown princess perform a dance?
As soon as this was said, the crowd was stunned, including Princess Chen.
You have quite the nerve. How dare you compare me to a mere performer? Wasn't it His Highness the Crown Prince who started it first? He can make me dance. So why can't you?
The crown princess was furious at his noble status. How could this ugly girl, Qin Yi, compare?
Oh, I see now. I am married to King Chen. When one thrives, we all thrive. When one suffers, we all suffer.
Do you look down on me?
Do you look down on King Chen? Do you think King Chen has a lowly bloodline? Is he no different from folk performers?
The expressions of the prince and princess suddenly changed.
Your Highness, the Crown Prince, it doesn't seem appropriate for you to act this way. You are close to King Chen. How can brothers elevate themselves? While belittling King Chen, the Emperor is still presiding over this.
Master Qin speaking before the Emperor and all the officials. How dare you speak so recklessly?
Didn't you start it first? Your Highness. Everyone was showing off. Everyone was listening.
I'm just trying to liven things up. I have no other intentions.
If it is about livening up the atmosphere, why can't the Crown Princess join in? Could it be that the Crown Princess's life is more precious than others? But I know a saying that says the state comes first. This time, I command you to be yourselves.
This humble servant wishes to meet the nation. The people are of utmost importance. Although I am the king, my life's work has always been for the country and my family. For the sake of everyone, it should be so. The people's hearts in the country are the most important. Lastly, it's oneself. We will take the lessons. All right, let's eat and drink on.
The crown princess gave Qin Yi a fierce look.
This eloquent little brat.
Qingye noticed something, lifted her gaze back to reality, and fearlessly stared back.
What are you looking at?
The only one who can bully my dog, like a man with big eyes. Who dares to target him? I am the first to disagree. This rude little girl. Infringement from below.
Song Zhengchen strategically scanned those around him, looking at the woman's bulging cheeks. Suddenly felt that the title of Dogman was quite fitting.
This prince is obviously not on the same level as the Dogman. The emperor needs to have him killed.
I take back what I just thought.
The banquet finally concludes. Rushes out of the hall first, runs to a secluded corner, perform the 18th set of radio gymnastics for primary and secondary school students. Stretch the muscles and bones. Song Zhengchen walks over, witnessing his peculiar movements. Over the past few days, I am even getting used to his oddities.
This king is going to visit the Queen Mother.
Then what about me?
You are not allowed to go. Wait, outside the palace gates.
After speaking, he brushed off the man's words from his body, walking off in a particular direction.
HMV. Then I won't go. As if I wanted to go. That has never been the case since ancient times. This mother-in-law and daughter-in-law relationship is the hardest to get along with. I don't have to see my mother-in-law. I am already ecstatic. Yes, why does this man disdain me so much? Why don't you just leave me alone for the new year? He looks so indecisive, just like a woman.
Song Zhengchen, ahead, suddenly turned around. Qingye immediately smiled. Her body slowly floated down.
The prince walked slowly.
Don't think that I don't know what you are thinking. A bold woman.
The palace is too big.
I apologize.
These are the crown prince's new clothes. The python robe is a symbol of the future emperor. You doing this, do you intend to conspire against the crown prince?
I didn't mean to. It was unintentional. I didn't see that just now. I'll help you mend it.
The eunuch listened, his contempt growing stronger. His eyes showed even more disdain.
Do you think the crown prince is like you? The clothes just need some mending.
Song Zhengyu glanced at her attire. His brows furrowed. Without saying more, he walked away.
You are injured.
Both hesitated. He turned around to see a stranger, not noticing when her face appeared. Noticing the birthmark on her face, he vaguely guessed her identity. He furrowed his brows slightly and pulled out a clean handkerchief from his pocket. He took her hand and wrapped it. The man was taken aback. You, from childhood to now. It is the first time someone has approached him voluntarily.
When you go back, rinse it with clean water twice immediately. Then apply ointment and wrap it with gauze. Be careful with diet. Avoid water contact. And be cautious with anti-inflammatory medicine.
Someone is willing to give me medicine. Do you know who I am? You dare to come near me, princess.
The prince has already gone back. Why are you still here?
What?
He has gone back. Oya slapped his thighs and said, seriously, oh, in the palace. She said she had a stomachache and left early. Didn't she tell you? The princess's demeanor suggests she isn't lying. She immediately believed him.
Princess, please get in the carriage. I'll take you back.
Qingye lifted a curtain. He squinted at the palace gate, growing distant. A smirk of mischief crossed his eyes. Since you disdain me, that dog of a man, and won't let me see my mother, then just walk back. MPH. The carriage lurched violently. It came to an emergency stop. The sudden inertia caught him off guard, and he fell to the ground.
Please don't come out, princess.
His left hand braced against the pain in his side. He pulled the curtain aside with his right hand. He could clearly see what was happening outside. They were masked. They wielded sharp swords. They surrounded Han Feng, when suddenly, Han Feng accidentally got injured in the arm. The sword in the hands of the man in black suddenly swung. It lunged straight toward the carriage.
Unworthy.
He quickly grabbed a handful of powdered medicine from the Qinkun Zhuo as the killer drew near. He suddenly tossed it away. Qingye flipped over and jumped out of the carriage. He dashed toward Han Feng. Are you okay?
Leave quickly. Unworthy as I am, I'll hold them off.
He immediately ran towards the nearest alley. In an instant, he reached into the Qinkun bracelet. He pulled out a black and yellow slingshot. The projectile flew out. When it hit the ground, it released a thick cloud of smoke. The killers instinctively held their breath and covered their mouths.
My eyes.
What kind of hole is this?
The killer leader sensed that something was wrong. His cold gaze instantly spotted Qingye, who was placing hidden weapons in the alley. He flipped his wrist and retrieved a dart. He hurled it away, Qingyi sensed the danger approaching, turning and running. As soon as she moved, a sharp pain shot through her rear. Aha! It feels like I am being slaughtered.
Ugh.
She quickly forced the killer back. Rushing into the alley, she spotted a woman lying on the ground. She was covering her butt with both hands. The first thing she exclaimed was Song Zhongzhen. I beg you for mercy. He was left speechless. Qingye's face contorted in pain. She felt as if someone had stabbed her with a knife in the rear. Without the use of anesthetics, it felt like a piece of meat was being cut out alive.
Princess, where are you hurt? Princess, please bear with it. It is not safe here. We need to get back immediately.
He carried her on his shoulder and used the lightness to return swiftly. As they moved through the night, the air was filled with her curses. You owe me your life, you dog. Song Zhangchen. Qiao Liman. Princess. What is with all this blood?
I'll go fetch a doctor right away.
I won't allow the princess to leave. How can we let anyone see her when she is hurt there? Come help me, please. I am your princess. And this is... Don't be afraid. Come over. I'll teach you. First, grab the arrowhead and cut open the fabric covering the injury. Princess, there's a dart stuck in your rear. No need to look. Just use your imagination. I can only imagine how horrible my rear must look right now. Apply the anesthetic to the cloth. Once fully soaked, press it against the injured area. Then, pull it out for me. You followed through as instructed. Shoes. The shoes are black. I can't believe they're poisonous. I just thought of that. Suddenly, I felt a chill on my backside. Two cold, thin lips pressed against me. It sent a shiver through him. Yue's cold lips had landed on him. A strange sensation began to spread. It felt both numb and chilly. And oddly enough, it felt somewhat pleasant. She also lay on the bed, hugging her pillow. A wave of emotion surged in his heart. Yue, your kindness towards me. I see it all. I am someone who repays kindness, and I seek revenge for grievances. I will make sure you don't follow me for nothing. Yuya, rest assured. Once I leave the Chen Prince's mansion, I will certainly find a suitable husband for you. I'll make sure that dog, Song Zhongchen, pays for this. If it weren't for riding in his carriage, he wouldn't have been chased by the assassins. I thought he was just fine. Why did he have to go to his mother's place? It turns out he wanted me to go home first, to draw the killer's attention away. I've become a living target. Hamhash. How can there be such scum in the world? This kind of despicable and shamelessly disgusting man. How on earth did he manage to marry? And why do some people still like him? Humph. That is really amusing. Qingye must be blind to choose him. How could she fall for someone like him? If it were me, I'd jump up and rip off that scum's head. Then, wrap it in discarded bits. Throw it into a 300-degree oil pot to fry. Fry until both sides are golden. Then, fish it out and toss it on the ground. And kick it. Dogman, worthless scum.
Do you hate me so much?
That familiar voice came from behind. Could he be slowly turning his stiff neck? It made a creaking sound as he moved. I saw a man who had appeared behind me at some point, and he was kneeling on one knee beside the bed. His hands were supporting him on both sides of his body. The corner of his mouth was stained with black blood, looking oddly pleasant. He was standing 3 meters away. I was the one who took the drug for him just now. I am no longer clean. Song Zhangchen looked at him coldly. He took drugs for him and got hurt in such an embarrassing position. So who is the unclean person?
It seems the princess has quite a few opinions about this king.
He looked at him with a smile that was not quite a smile. In those bottomless dark eyes brewed a dangerous look that was hard to read. Joy or anger. Insulting the prince. Defying the royal family. The punishment could be severe, even death. Qingyi hurriedly pulled the quilt over herself, covering her injured area. I was so furious, I stamped my feet and cursed at the heavens. You peeked at my backside, and then turned around to talk about my troops. I pray that the heavens will strike you down with thunder. May this shameless scoundrel get what he deserves. My heart was... A sycophantic smile spread across his face. He ingratiated himself with a forced smile, saying, The prince has wronged me. What I was just railing against were the killers. Those killers who deserve 1,000 blades. How could they dare to offend the esteemed, your noble and precious highness? Fortunately, I am here in the carriage tonight, to shield you from this calamity. Otherwise, you would be the only one left injured. My prince. His smile was sweet and charming. 2 words, sincere, were clearly written on his face. Zhong Zhangcheng looked cold and indifferent. If he hadn't been able to hear his true thoughts, he might have believed his fabricated tales. This duplicitous woman.
Keep your eyes open.
Qin Ye was momentarily taken aback by the sight of the man rolling up his sleeves. It seems he is looking at his backside. He instinctively declined. I won't trouble the prince with such a minor injury. You have Yor here with you. Yor can help me take care of it. Just as the words left her lips, Yor immediately turned and left. I'll go prepare a basin of warm water. Qin Ye greeted warmly. Oh, did he just leave like that? He left without a second thought. He was planning to find a suitable match for Yor before. What an ungrateful fence-sitter. Zhong Zhangcheng picked up the ointment. He squeezed out some to apply it to his fingertips. With his other hand, he lifted the quilt. Master Qin was quick, witted and swift. He held onto the quilt firmly with both hands. I can manage too. I can let go by myself. But I absolutely can't let go of you. Such private areas. He hasn't exposed his interests to anyone else. Not to mention, he's an annoying man. The toxins have been drawn out now. Just applying some ointment will be enough. I really can do it myself. I don't want to trouble the prince. I'm a proper young lady after all. You think the daylilies behind is something to show. You're just being ridiculous. Zhong Zhangcheng was at a loss for words. He tightened his grip on the quilt a bit more.
Will you let go?
You're such a pervert. You treated me so poorly before. But tonight, you're acting so suspiciously. Have you fallen for my backside? Ugh! You're a creep. You just want to see my backside.
I have no interest in looking at your backside.
How did he know what I was thinking just now? Wait! I didn't mention my backside. But he brought it up himself. Isn't that a self-incrimination? Oh gosh. It turns out he really does want to see my backside.
My grandpa. Here. Let me get you a drink.
I felt like I was dead, staring at two delicate men. At this moment, Master Qin just wanted to bite his handkerchief. She secretly shed tears. Oh heavens, why did fate take away his flowers? Royua couldn't help but wish to be free, yet worried that if her veil fell off, it would scare everyone away. She should have left by now, but she couldn't bear to part with these two stunning men. Never mind, seeking a little joy in the moment. But King Chen doesn't like him, and he doesn't love King Chen either. I must never hang myself on the crooked tree of King Chen. In a moment of impulse, Qin Ye took the wine glass. He turned sideways, his sleeve covering his face, and drank it all in one go.
I knew you liked women. As long as you say it. It doesn't matter how many men you want.
Haha, I want 30.
Aren't you being a bit too greedy?
Oh, this girl has such a refreshing spirit. I like it fast. Let's have a toast. I've never seen such an open and bold woman before. But playing with a woman feels pretty good.
Since we aren't married, enjoying life is only natural. Let's drink up.
Hey, woman. Do you know how to play the drinking game?
Yes, and so, they all happily engaged in drinking games.
Alright, brothers. Say cheese. Guess the 4 joys. 5 champions. 6 smooth outcomes. 7 tricks. Where is the princess?
In response to the prince's question, the princess had gone out after breakfast.
Is she still not back?
No, not yet.
Think! I didn't expect you to be so good at the game. Ha ha ha.
Just average. The 3rd best in the world. I'm here.
The palace lords and ministers.
Oh, isn't this his uncle's house?
Did you, miss? Come to the wrong place. Could she be a maid from the Chen Prince's mansion?
She is the woman of this king.
Help! Help!
Zhong Zhangcheng arrived with great determination. He raised his hand and pulled the veil off the woman's face. The birthmark was revealed. The one who saved him today is Qin Yi. Moreover, he took Qin Yi to Ming Haoshuan, where Ming Haoshuan drank wine.
Uncle, I am removing a threat for you.
He knows his uncle's feelings for Qin Yi all too well. His uncle does not like Qin Yi. He quickly claimed credit for it.
Uncle, let me tell you something. Qin Ye went to Ming Haoshuan. He even ordered 8 men to attend to him all at once. I earnestly tried to persuade him, but he just wouldn't listen. He really went too far. He totally disregarded you, Uncle. Uncle, you should dismiss him as soon as possible.
Ning Haosan.
Yes, Uncle. Mr. Qin, he did something to wrong. You?
8 men.
Yes. He chose them himself.
He drew the weapon from his waist, with a swift motion of his arm, thinking of the light slicing through the air. The strength suddenly manifested, measuring the lower half. His pants are gone. Lin Jianyi instinctively covered his rear, then hurriedly covered the front. Just as he opened his mouth, he saw a man swinging his sword towards him. He was so startled that he stumbled, and then he ran off.
Uncle, I am your dearest, your most beloved and lovely nephew. What is wrong with you? Isn't the person you want to hit your own master? Ouch! My butt. Jiju, let me explain. Oh, please. Don't be impulsive.
Screams echoed around. The boy wiggled his round, white backside. He dashed away in a panic. Qin Ye slumped down on the steps, shaking his head. Suddenly, everything spun around him. He was hoisted onto the man's shoulder. They quickly made their way toward the mansion. This is going to ruin me. Yes. That is a waste. I felt dizzy, and my body suddenly flew out. He crashed heavily onto the bed. He bounced up only to fall back down.
My dear, do you even acknowledge this king?
He quickly stepped forward and grabbed his collar, but his body went limp and slid down. His clothes were pulled down partially in his hands, revealing her smooth, fragrant shoulder. The woman's shoulders were particularly delicate. Her skin was fair, like a perfectly peeled egg. Not a single flaw to be found. The delicate contours of her collarbone were even more pronounced. His gaze fell into the deep neckline, revealing alluring curves. Zhong Zhangchen's gaze suddenly darkened. His breath caught in his throat. That familiar feeling surged back into his heart. This woman always manages to weaken his resolve. This uncontrollable feeling made him unable to ignore her. The woman suddenly pulled the man toward her. Her already leaning body lost strength in an instant. She fell forward, pressing against him. Their bodies pressed closely together. Their lips were just 1 centimeter apart. Ready to kiss.
Cut. Qin. Yeah.
Just be quiet. Qin Ye hugged his firm chest. Her flushed little face nuzzled against him. Then she snuggled down beside him, with a handsome man in her embrace. It was only natural to sleep.
Qin Yi, take a good look at who I am.
Oh, stop the noise. If you keep making noise, I won't pay you anymore. The man's expression darkened instantly. This is treating him as Ming Haoshun's duck. Damn it.
In front of me, thinking of other men. I am so upset.
The woman suddenly moved her face closer. Their lips met. All the sounds abruptly stopped at that moment. Hanging down the deep hair tube, his big palm gently cradled the back of the woman's head, gently biting her pink lips. He said solemnly, Master Qi.
This is you first seducing my palm.
Holding his head firmly, pressing against herself, deepening this kiss. Fragrant and sweeter than ever before. He probed out his tongue. When eager to delve deeper, the woman suddenly pushed him away, leaning on the edge of the bed. This night, Qin Ye did a very long, hired 100 assistants, and supported 18 men in one go. Each man was well behaved, bold and domineering, respectful and gentle. Grandma's watchdogs. They surrounded him, cajoling and pampering him. Everything went their way, treating him like an ancestor. He joyfully reached the peak of life. Suddenly, claims to be the most beautiful in the world outside the door. A stunning man comes in to vie for favor.
Why do you only favor them? But won't you look at my face and figure? It is only 20 centimeters. How am I not better than them?
Behave. Don't quarrel. Everyone is being pampered. I pamper you the most. The man slowly raised his head. Those sword brows, ink, dark eyes, and thin lips. Sharp facial contours. Zhong Zhangchen.
Awake.
The man's familiar cold voice echoed in his ears. Isn't it Zhong Zhangchen? He's still dreaming. Why is he 18? The male favorite will get involved with Zhong Zhangchen. This scumbag who could kick someone to death with one blow. He isn't worthy of being his favorite. Just give up. I will never indulge you. Not even if you have 20 centimeters. I won't even glance your way. Do you really think you're special? Let me tell you. There are plenty of men in the world who are much better looking than you. Enough with the scumbag. Oh, I'm off to find my 18 handsome male favorites, like a bouquet of flowers. Get off the bed and put on my embroidered shoes. I just stood up, but my legs wobbled, and I fell to the ground. I twisted my ankle. It hurt so much. Wait, he suddenly realized something. He subconsciously pinched his own face. That really hurts. This isn't a dream. Then, Qin Yi looked down. He stiffly lifted his neck. He raised his head to look at the man standing before him. A man with an exceptionally imposing figure. Their eyes met. The man looked down at him from above. His dark eyes held a hint of a smile or perhaps a threat. It was a silent danger. Prince. Please, let me explain. Prince, I just had a very, very frightening dream. In the dream, there was a burly man chasing me down. He insisted on following me to discuss with me the legacy of humankind. He even said he would give me everything I wanted. Of course, I could never agree to that. My body and my heart belong completely to you, Prince. How could I ever accept another man? So I ruthlessly rejected him. Just now I thought it was all a dream. That is why I said those things. Prince, you can't take what I said to heart, Prince.
Oh, how could this king not know of the princess's deep love? What about this king?
My heart for the prince. That is something even heaven and earth can witness. The sun and the moon can attest to it. In my lifetime, there is only one man, the prince, who has appeared. Crazy for you, wild for you, banging against the walls for you. Zong Zhengchen almost fell for it. With the woman's face covered in birthmarks, I can't help but think. Last night's events suddenly flood my mind.
You certainly have a way with words, since you are so loyal to me. This king naturally cannot neglect the princess. There is a task here for the princess to undertake.
Who do you think you are? Do you think everyone in the world will revolve around you? If you say you are going to do something, then do it.
Once the task is completed, this king will unconditionally grant you a request.
I am more than willing to serve the prince. My request is entirely reasonable. Zong Zhengchen pressed his thin lips together. For the first time in my life, I doubt my own charm. How many officials are eager to curry favor with him? How many women want to flatten themselves to get into Chen's manor? Yet, when he sees them, it's as if he's seen a plague.
This task is quite simple. Really?
Qin Ye perked up, listening intently, nodding along as she listened, after a general understanding of the tasks. There's no time to lose. I can't even have breakfast. I must handle this important matter immediately. Upon hearing this, Zong Zhengchen suddenly felt a tight pain in his chest. He coughed muffledly 5 or 6 times to steady his breath. He was confident in his own character and charm. But what is the deal? Why is Qin Ye different from other women? Could she possibly be a man? Princess, where did you go last night? The prince brought you back. He was still guarding the house all night long. Are you sure you didn't misread it? How could I possibly misread it? There is only one prince at the Chen mansion. The prince's heroic demeanor. How could I get his appearance wrong? The princess and I have seen the prince. Recently, he is not just often visiting our little courtyard. He's even taking you to the palace for celebration banquets. And he accompanied you to banquets at the Qin Prime Minister's mansion. He stayed out guarding you again all night. Could he be falling in love with you? Tonight, I raised my finger to hush her. Softly, I said. Now, be good. Close your mouth. I won't allow you to insult the word love.